The show must go on, or at least online. Ratatouille, the TikTok musical, premiered this weekend and is getting high praise for bringing theater to thousands during a time when Broadway is dark. Our own Savannah Sellers joins us now with more on that story. Savannah, good to see you again with something not about COVID.
I was just going to say a little bit of a gear shift here, but that's all right. It's fun. So you heard that right. Ratatouille, the Pixar fave, was turned into a musical created by TikTokers. Sounds fun, right? Well, it is, but it's more than just that when the theater community needs hope and help.
Inspired by the 13-year-old Pixar movie about a rat who becomes a top chef in France, or maybe just bored out of her mind in a pandemic, Emily Jacobson wrote a song.
Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Ode to Remy was a TikTok sensation, and after the public had a taste of a musical version of Ratatouille, they wanted more. Fellow TikTokers jumped in, making remixes and writing more music, including Daniel Mertzlot.
Remy, the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams.
Now, just a matter of months later, this all went from 15-second TikToks to a streaming Broadway musical with major star power, including Adam Lambert and Titus Burgess. Dan watched this go from conception to production, working as the music supervisor.
It starts with this one TikTok video, and now we're here, this actual full-length streaming masterpiece that everybody's talking about. So tell us a little bit about sort of the arc here with this project.
I heard it and thought it was really funny. I said, you know what, maybe this would be something fun to try. So I gave it the full Broadway treatment.
That meant working with a group of creatives to scour social media, find the best of the best, and make a real show with it.
So once we had identified what TikToks we wanted to include, so I expanded them into a more long-form, traditional type song, I started incorporating themes from all the other songs. So as you were listening, you'd hear all of the other themes, and it just felt more cohesive.
And the work paid off, getting the attention they needed to move forward.
Eventually, we just got so much press and so much excitement that Disney allowed Seaview Productions to produce this one night only, even though it's 72 hours, but one night only concert.
On January 1st, Ratatouille, the TikTok musical, started streaming to those who bought a $5 ticket.
It was really crazy getting updates from the producers being like, oh, we've sold 50,000 tickets. And if you think about an average Broadway theater, there is about 1,000 seats. Now we got up to 160,000 tickets.
The show's virtual run ended last night, but its effect will continue to be felt.
At the last count was we raised over $1.6 million and continuing to rise in funds for the Actors Fund. And what they offer is relief to performers and writers and directors and anyone involved in the arts around the country who are in need.
While Broadway's doors have been shut for almost a year, this show may open the door to new opportunities.
You know, what I'm really hopeful for is that we take a lesson of how this was so organically created and see if there's a way to take that model and actually apply it to real theater, because this is unlike anything that has ever happened before.
So as we begin a new year, we celebrate the story of a rat who did what seemed like the impossible, just like a bunch of TikTokers.
As you just heard Dan mention there, that number does continue to rise for money raised for the Actors Fund. It's now up to $1.8 million being donated to them. Now, Joe, I know you're a big theater guy, so I got to hear what you think about all this.
It's actually the first I've seen about it. Clearly, I'm not in the loop. First of all, I feel like that is how a musical rat would sound. And I appreciate they're doing this for the Actors Fund. I know I donated to that earlier last year when the pandemic got going. I mean, it's so hard on all these Broadway stars. I saw Andrew Barth Feldman in there, who I interviewed a year or two ago, who was in Dear Evan Hansen. And it's amazing to see all the creative ways that all these actors are continuing to entertain us using the technology we have.
Absolutely. Joe, you know what I think I just heard there? I think this means that we need to get you on TikTok, which maybe is a good assignment for me once I come back next week.
Won't be easy.
Also, Joe, by the way, as you can By the way, as you can clearly see in that piece, Dan is so talented. So I asked him while we had him, hey, can you make a little jingle about us here at NBC News Now? And he did in like 10 seconds. Take a listen. So we know how talented you are, that you've just put this all together. So I wanted to know if you could put together a little song about NBC News Now. Anything that you could kind of say.
So I don't know, like NBC News Now, on demand, on your side. NBC News Now, always an awesome ride. It doesn't make sense, but it works.
That was great. I think we have a new theme song.
It definitely works. Exactly. I love it. So much fun, such a good story right now when we could use one.
Yes, exactly. And it makes us all eager for Broadway to return whenever that's going to be, hopefully later this year.
Oh, yes, it sure does. Can't wait. Thanks, Joe.
Savannah, so good to see you this morning, and hopefully we'll see you back on here on this desk very soon.
Yes, can't wait.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.